Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Esgon and this is Bond TV Kenya. And today, Azimio MPs walked out of Parliament.
Honorable Babu Wino, take your seat. When the speaker calls you out, you don't have to stand up. This is not a classroom. You are rarely in this house. And when you come, you want to cause disorder. Take your seat. Order, Honorable Junet, I've given you your point of order.
Mr. Speaker, I have no intention to speak about your ruling, Mr. Speaker. I want to speak on the matter that is before the House now. Mr. Speaker, under instructions from our parliamentary group, Mr. Speaker, before you put the question, I have been asked to convey to you on the floor of the House that we have withdrawn our members from the House Business Committee, Mr. Speaker. Yes. So it will be a nullity for the House to pass the membership from our side, Mr. Speaker. Now you can consider me as majority or minority, whichever way you can take. Yeah.
Honorable Junet, a question has already been proposed. Yes. Honorable Ichungwa, order. Honorable Ichungwa, I call upon you to reply.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, in reply, let me say the House Business Committee is properly and duly constituted. And with or without the participation of the 4 members of the Azimio Coalition, the House Business Committee would sit. And Honorable Speaker, being the chair of the House Business Committee, you will be advising the House Business Committee on when to have our first sitting, hopefully after the adjournment of this House. This
is after the Speaker, Moses Masika Weta, declared that Kenya Kwanza is the majority.
Foregoing, the Kenya Kwanza coalition is the majority party. And the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition party is the minority party in the House.
And he said Azimio la Umoja has only 155 MPs, whereas the Kenya Kwanza side or the Kenya Kwanza coalition has 164 MPs. So that prompted Azimio la Umoja MPs to walk out of the parliament, and they issued a press statement.
We have withdrawn our members from the House Business Committee, and that's not the end.
Let us respect court orders. Court orders are not supposed to be debated and a question put in the House on court orders.
It is going to be messy, it is going to be noisy, and it's going to have casualties. I promise you. And we can see it is getting smelly.
And from the background, you could hear some members of parliament saying that tomorrow, kesho, tutakuwa kule Wamnyoro. I don't know Wamnyoro. Wamnyoro has been associated with the impeached Deputy President Rigiji Rigathi Gachagua. So what does it indicate? So Moses Masika Wetangula, the Speaker, defied the court ruling.
The courts pronounced itself very well. Yeah. And they said that the majority party coalition is the Azimio coalition. It is the court that said so. And they further said that it does not matter whether people move from one party to the other after elections, but it matters on the day of the elections when people are making decisions. Therefore, going to Parliament, Speaker making a decision, acting as a court of appeal, is null and void ab initio, especially in a situation where the court issued an order called certiorari to quash the decision that he made before. And he ought to have been given another order called mandamus, so that he is compelled to declare. It is not the work of the Speaker of the National Assembly to determine and state that Kenya Kwanza is the majority coalition, but to interpret the ruling, the judgment that was issued in court. Therefore, the Speaker has acted in contempt of court. And that court decision was mentioning the Speaker adversely, that he was a culprit in it. due to the fact that he's a speaker and also a party leader of interest. And that can tell you that, Jeff, there's a saying that says that you cannot give a hyena a proposal to write on how to keep the goats. It will write a proposal on how to eat the goats instead. And that is what happened today in Parliament. Therefore, the majority coalition party is Azimio. But we've always doubted the broad-based government, Jeff. Today, it was so clear that if we are in a broad-based government, why can't Azimio be given that which they deserve? Give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Why can't Azimio be made the majority coalition party at the National Assembly? Instead, they said that they communicated to the political...
3-judge bench said that Azimio la Umoja is the majority and Kenya Kwanza as a minority. In fact, yesterday, if you were very following the events at the parliament, and the minority side, okay, from the Azimio occupied the majority side, and they occupied, in fact, the seat of the majority was occupied by none other than what is the name? Junet Mohammed, and the majority whip was occupied by none other than Mabona Mi Odhiambo. From the court ruling, it is very clear. It was very clear. According to the constitution, Azimio la Umoja Kenya, Azimio la Umoja coalition is the majority party in the National Assembly. And I know this debatable. I don't know what are your thoughts. In fact, drop your comment in the comment section. Niambie, what are your thoughts? Unafikiri aje? Because according to the reality, Azimio ni wachache. After the president, after Chebukati, and after the court upheld the election of President William Samoei Ruto, wale kuna baadhi ya members of Azimio nao waliona sasa hatuna serikali na serikali ni moja ya Mheshimiwa William Samoei Ruto, wakaruka kwenda hiyo coalition nyingine, na hivyo ndivyo Azimio walibaki kuwa wachache. That is the reality. Leo Kalonzo Musyoka pia alisema kwamba hii ni dhuluma, hii ni hujuma kabisa, hii ni kunyanyasa pati ingine. You saw, according to the media address by the members of parliament from Azimio side, they were so frustrated, they were so petrified, they were so perplexed that hawa watu wengine wa from the Kenya Kwanza wanahujumu. They are just using them. Now that they are in broad-based government, wanawabeba ufala, and actually they just said the result of that, it will be messy, it will be noisy, and it will have casualties.
It is going to be messy, it is going to be noisy, and it's going to have casualties. I promise. And we can see it is getting smelly.
Just waiting to see how things are going to escalate. But if things are going the same direction, the same way we are just projecting them, my friend, there is no it is not going to be business as usual. In fact, Azimio or the broad-based, whichever, is going to be broken, and everybody wataenda kufanya vitu kivyao. Now that the constitution, now that the speaker chose not to honor the court ruling, in fact ni madharau sana kwa koti. Although speaker akona ruhusa, akona power ya kudeclare, just like Chebukati kudeclare, na koti imefanya yake, speaker amefanya yake. Mimi na wewe tunajua according maybe vile tunafuata mambo vile yako, maybe sisi wote tunajua who is wrong, who is right, but according to the statement in the media ni kwamba hii Azimio ama the broad-based government inaweza kuwa isikue, inaweza kuwa kila mtu aende kivyake. Sasa if things are this way, and the speaker, you should be warned, and in fact, if you are going to do things the same way, you might find yourself, it will be messy, noisy, and probably it is going to have some casualties. And I'm just warning the speaker of the National Assembly to be very, very careful. In fact, next time it will be you. Na wakiungana wale wa Mnyoro wale wengine huko mashakani. So we are just waiting, we are just following to see how things are going to escalate. In fact, after Saturday now, wakati it will be now very clear kama baba atabeba ile kitu ama atarudi nyumbani, ndio siasa zote zitapangwa. Now wacha tu wachezecheze hivi, but after Saturday, if Raila Odinga is going to win, yes, it will have some effects. Probably wataona sasa asha shinda, sasa wacha tufanye venye tunataka. Saa hii ni ile wakati wa kubembeleza tu, ndio Ruto probably afanyie Raila baba campaign kwa mataifa yote. Yeah, wana chill. Now after the Saturday, if Raila Odinga is going to win, yeah, it means the business is now complete. Yes, hata from people from ODM now watafanya vitu now that hawahitaji kura yoyote tena. Yeah, things might change. Things might change with this the majority shenanigans and the wheelbarrows. Things might change. We might not see the broad-based government anymore. In fact, Mili Odhiambo said they respectively they disagree with the speaker ruling today.
Ngamatek is the strong man. You are stepping on my mother's toe. But I will respectfully tell you, Mr. Speaker, that I don't agree with you as a strong man, that you are stepping on my mother's toe. And as Azimio, we are going to take further.
So in a summary form, the Azimio, not ODM, the Azimio members of parliament today walked out of the parliament. This is after the speaker declared that Kenya Kwanza is the majority. This is against the court ruling which said that Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition is the majority. So what next? What do you think? Write your thoughts, your comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, Bone TV Kenya, and turn on the notification bell so that you are notified every time we post a new video like this. Bye bye. This is LC Bone.